This match is brought to you by Direct Waste Management Limited and Orca Telecom.
A place in the Aberdeenshire Shield final up for grabs this evening. Inverurie Locos against Huntley. Huntley with new manager Greg Carroll looking to make an impact on his first game in charge. Oh, what a debut for the former Buckie Thistle and Devon Vale boss in the away dugout. I'm sure all Huntley fans will appreciate a place in the cup final in Carroll's first game in charge. Conditions almost perfect at Harlaw Park. A bit of rain in the last hour before kickoff will make things interesting, especially underfoot as well. And with a final place up for grabs, watch out for a few flying tackles as well as the game progresses. Locos, the home team, will get us underway this evening with Bavidge and Gould leading the Locos front line, looking for goals that will see them take on Cove Rangers in the cup final. Andy Millen happy, and the game is underway. Reid with the free kick. Long ball forward, looking for Bavidge. Bavidge gets his head to it. Bowman's in a corridor of uncertainty, but Neil Gould was lurking. But Bowman thankfully gathers for the away team. Bavidge looking to get Locos going. Bavidge sends it in for Donaldson, and it's carefully knocked back by Sam McKenzie to his goalkeeper. Supporters all around Harlaw Park running for shelter as the rain lashes down. Huntley on the far side with Kovacevic. Whipped in, looking for Klithkovsky, and the offside flag is up on the far side. Greg Mitchell looking at his options inside the 18-yard box. Bavidge, Donaldson, Gould, the usual suspects are in there. Bavidge has come short. In it comes. Up goes Bowman. Maitland, lovely switching ball. Donaldson's onside. Dean Donaldson gets away from McKenzie. It's Dean Donaldson, and the shot was weak. And easy enough for Bowman in the Huntley goal to make the save. Local skipper driving his side forward. McLean, he's got options to his left, and David Ross unable to find them. I think he wanted to go alone. Huntley have the chance to break on the far side with Klithkovsky. A late challenge there, and Andy Mullen just calms things down as Campbell takes the free kick on the far side. Sends the ball forward, knocked on and straight into the arms of Andy Reid, who in turn wants to get things going for Locos. Gould is there, and here come Locos. Simple ball forward. The support comes from Donaldson. Dean Donaldson looking to launch the ball in. Bavidge is a target. Up goes Bowman and gathers well. Well, the chuffs of Tommy, Clunky and Gordy out in force this evening. Fair play to them for making the noise inside Harlaw Park. Dorrit tries to win it back. Bavidge ushered away by McKenzie. Donaldson picks up the scraps for Locos. Donaldson trying to get round McKenzie. In comes the cross. Gould was there in front post and just couldn't direct his header towards goal. Neil Gould stopped in his tracks by Michael Hart. Hart out to the far side for Booth. Now Campbell, and the offside flag up on the far side. Fair play to the Locos defence. Sent forward, flicked on by Ross. Bavidge looking for the scraps, tidied away by Hart. Big. Straight into the chest of Michael Hart, who clears. And back the way it comes. Up goes Hart once more to head on. Russell Gould flicks it back on. In goes Scott Begg. Sends it back to Maitland. Forward to Gould. Turns away from Dorrit. Now Bavidge hangs up the cross. I think it came off his boot and behind for a goal kick. Maitland forward to take. Headed down by Bavidge. Back to Maitland. Inside to Begg. Now Maitland. David Ross has come short, looking for the return ball. Maitland's on the end of it. Inside to Gould. Might fall for McLean. Takes a touch. It's Neil McLean. Straight at the goalkeeper. Here's Bavidge. Turns well. It's Gould. Doing well on the far side. Gets his cross in over the head of Donaldson. He'll try to keep the move alive as it's cleared up the line by McKenzie. Kept in play by Mitchell. Back to Broadhurst. Now Mitchell once more. Dinked forward towards Bavidge. Looking to hold off Dorrit. Bavidge tries the cross. Andy Reid sends the ball forward. Flicked on by Bavidge. Neil Gill looking to get him behind. Now it's Broadhurst. Skips beyond Klikowski. One back well though by Neil McLean. It's the ball for Donaldson to chase. And it comes from Donaldson over Bowman. Might fall at the back post to David Ross. Can he get his shot away? David Ross! He can! And Inverurie are in front. Donaldson with the crossover. Taken down well by David Ross. Richard Bowman couldn't get anywhere near it. And David Ross fired a sizzling shot beyond the Huntley goalkeeper. And to be fair to Locos, it's been coming. They lead Huntley by 1-0. Huntley have the chance to break with Kovacevic on the far side. Steps inside, beats the Locos goal scorer. Sends it forward for Klikowski. He's got Davidson on the overlap. Out comes Andy Reid. And gathers well. Kenny Cool and Scott Buchan would love a second goal to take into the half-time interval. As Maitland does well to turn his marker, but he's caught out by Booth on the far side. Now Klikowski to Booth once more. Back inside to Klikowski. And Locos managed to get their lines cleared just when Huntley started to look a bit more dangerous. Mackenzie, up the line it goes. Flicked into the penalty box. David Booth is there. Turns away from his marker. Still David Booth. Bavidge is there on the halfway line. Huntley win it back with Kovacevic. Now Booth looking up. Trying to get the cross in. He's got Kovacevic for support. Kovacevic with the cross. Knocked away and behind by Ryan Broadhurst. Good run from Michael Hart, unable to get the ball under control. It goes all the way back to Craig Dorrit, who looks up, swings the ball forward. Klikowski is there. And it comes from Gould, no takers in blue, and it's hooked away to safety. Now Kovacevic to Davidson. Nods the ball down to Mackenzie. He looks up. Once a cross comes shot, Andy Reid had to be sure. Looking a bit more confident on the ball are the visitors. They will want to make the journey back along the A96, having secured their place in the Aberdeenshire Shield final against Cove Rangers. They have a lot of work to do if they are to be in the cup final. It's Michael Hart on the far side. Now Grant Campbell. Up the line to Kovacevic, who helps it on to Booth. Kept in play, back to Kovacevic. And it comes from Kovacevic. Klikowski was lurking at the front post. But Andy Reid down to the deck to save well. Reid with the ball forward. Michael Hart clears. Flicked on by Begg. Out to Ross. David Ross with the shot. Not too far away. Richard Bowman had it well watched. And David Ross looking to add to his tally already this evening. As Gould rides the challenges in the midfield. Looks for a foul, doesn't get it. Here come Locos with Donaldson. Sam Mackenzie, that's a foul. Donaldson quickly takes. Finds Bavidge on the far side. Into Neil Gould. He's taken Michael Hart with him. Gould hangs up the cross. Headed away by Dorrit. Only as far as Neil McLean. Unable to find a way past Mark Grado. Neil McLean still battling well. And still Neil McLean. In goes Dorrit. Neil McLean snapping at the heels of every Huntley player like a little terrier. Andy Milne gets us back underway at the start of the second 45. Huntley have 45 minutes to turn it around. They only trail by a goal to nil. But here come Locos on the attack early on in the second half. It's a goal scorer, David Ross. Back to Neil McLean. Big, bumped off the ball by Mark Gray. Neil Gould, great ball in from Gould. David Ross is there, it's away by Kovacevic. Helped on by Mackenzie. The pressure will still come with Maitland, although Klikowski tries to win it back. Maitland once more, McLean. Forward for Martin Bavidge. Tries to turn his man. Maitland, first time ball in. Richard Bowman with the rather fetching jogging bottoms on. Catches well. Kieran Adams takes his seat in the main stand. He'll have to look on and hope his side can make the cup final. Suspended after his red card against Brora Rangers. Dorrit among the big men in the box. The target is Michael Hart, makes a late run. And it comes from Kovacevic. It's a short one. Not too sure he meant that, as Neil McLean will tidy up for Locos. McLean Racing away, he's found Bavidge. Bavidge in acres of space down this near side. Back comes Campbell. Can he put off Bavidge? Still Martin Bavidge running through on goal. Saved well by the goalkeeper. Bavidge still has it though. Looking for a red and black target. Goes on his own. And that one's gone out for a throw on the far side. Bavidge is there, looking to make amends after missing a real glorious opportunity. Bavidge squares the ball for Ross. Ross has got Gould with him. And it's excellently won back and cleared away to safety. Here come Huntley down the near side with David Booth. In support is Kovacevic. Kovacevic looks up, doesn't pick out a player in blue, only those in red and black, and it's Dean Donaldson who strokes the ball forward. Neil Gould onside, looking to get at the Huntley backline. Bavidge has joined them, so too is Donaldson. Donaldson has it once more. As I look at his options in the box, swings in the cross, Beggs there, and Beggs' header behind for a goal kick. Scott Beggs takes over, does well. He's got Ross to his left. Maitland behind him, forward by Maitland. It's a great ball in behind. Neil Gould's there, gets away from Dorrit, tries to square the ball. Or was it a shot from Gould? I'm not too sure, but Richard Bowman equal to it. Looping ball forward, Klikowski heads on. Booth's onside. David Booth with a chance for Huntley. And it's blocked by the heels of Broadhurst. The danger's still on. Pavel Novaki gets the better of Maitland. Neil Gould trying to find Dean Donaldson. One back by Dorrit on the far side. Dorrit with Neil Davidson. Klikowski doing well to get away from his man. He's got David Booth to aim for in the box. Out goes Andy Reid and just gets to it and no more. Well, Andrei Klikowski's been a quiet customer so far this evening. Up goes Neil Davidson. Gets away from his man. Neil Davidson, can he pick it? Booth, he might be able to. In goes David Booth! Gets the better of Ross Anderson. And David Booth, at the second bite of the cherry, has Huntley level. Well, a couple of costly mistakes in the Locos rear guard gives Huntley the chance to make the cup final. They're level in the semi-final of the Aberdeenshire Shield. Well, fortuitous you could say on David Booth's behalf, but he's kept going all evening, and moments ago almost got one from Klikowski, this time from Neil Davidson, and at the second bite of the cherry he made no mistake as Locos were unable to get the ball cleared. It's Inverurie 1, Huntley 1. Greg Carroll has managed to get his side back into the contest. Here's Pavel Novaki. Overlapping run is Grant Campbell. Campbell looks up, stings the inside legs of David Ross. Pavel Novaki once more. Now Kovacevic, lovely ball. Pavel Novaki's onside, and Pavel Novaki hits the post. Mitchell will take it. Leads the 1-2 with his skipper. Now Scott Begg, McLean, Bavidge, Donaldson. Donaldson doing well, riding the challenges. Play on, says the referee. Donaldson tries to pick at Gould, headed away by Hart. Still Neil Gould. Was he fouled? I think he was. The referee says no. Well, there was definitely contact on Neil Gould just on the 6-yard line. Andy Milne had a look at it and decided not for him. Play on. But here come Locos once more. That was perhaps a chance for them to get back in front. It's Bavidge running towards goal, finding Neil Gould. Blocked once more, only as far as Scott Begg, as Begg slides in Gould. Neil Gould with the effort across the face of goal. Well, the rain certainly streaming down at Harlaw Park. It's been a drizzly old evening, and it still continues to pour down. Pavel Novaki will take the corner, and it comes from Novaki. Craig Dorrit. Shot comes in from Campbell. It falls straight to Michael Hart, but the offside flag is up. It won't count. Looked like a good plan for Michael Hart to go and join the attack, and he almost had a tap in. Well, so far so good. The Huntley players impressing their new manager. Begg and McLean exchange passes in the centre of their own half as Maitland clears. Finds Scott Begg. Now Dean Donaldson switches the play, and Locos have possession with Mitchell. Forward to Bavage. Still Martin Bavage doing well. Doing ever so well. It's Ross on the far side, drilling the ball into the 6-yard box. Greg Mitchell in a hurry. Back to Scott Begg. Now Greg Mitchell sends the ball in. Andy Hunter's there. So too is Neil Gould. Gets the ball under control. Fires towards goal. Offside Dean Donaldson. Brought down well by Pavel Novaki. He'll get going. Running into acres of space, Novaki. He's got Medel to aim for and Klikowski. But it's knocked away by Locos. Kovacevic. And McKenzie. Huntley come on the far side. Sam McKenzie jinks inside. Lovely from Sam McKenzie. Blocked by Ross Anderson. Now Neil McLean, the captain, surging his side forward. Still McLean. Over to Bavage. He's got time to assess his options. He's hassled though in the end by Medel. There is the final whistle from the referee, Andy Millen. An extra 30 minutes required at Harlaw Park. Full time. Inverurie Locos 1, Huntley 1, extra time looms. We're underway in the second half of extra time. 15 minutes to go before the dreaded penalty kicks. Huntley down to 10 men, finally poised at 1-1. And Huntley now will have their first chance of the first half of extra time to launch a counter-attack. Bavage lays it off for Donaldson. Back inside to Bavage. Hunter takes over. Andy Hunter tries a shot. Blocked. Only as far as Neil McLean. Out by Hunter. There's Martin Bavage. Good ball into the box. Dean Donaldson might be in here. Dean Donaldson! Here's Bavage. Out on the far side. There's Gould. Whipped in. Hunter's in here. It might be Hunter. Blocked by Huntley once more. Andy Hunter was lurking. Just on as a substitute at the end of the 90 minutes. Here's Greg Mitchell! Great shot from Greg Mitchell of Richard Bowman's post, but the goalkeeper got a touch onto it. And it comes from McLean. No takers in Bowman. Gould's in there as well. I think the foul has gone the way of Huntley. Mitchell. Back to Anderson. In the middle of the park is Mark Suter. Now it's Greg Mitchell once more. Caught out by Klikowski. Marek Medel takes over. In steps Anderson. Keeps the ball in play too. Finds his captain Neil McLean. McLean with his switching ball. Knocked behind. And a free kick on the halfway line. Knocked forward towards Klikowski. Oh, decent effort from Kovacevic. Avoya Kovacevic. I was going to say not too far away, but that would be a lie. Andy Reid with the restart, looking for Bavage. Up goes Michael Hart. Hart heads on once more as Neil McLean takes over. In goes Mark Gray. Down the near side is Mitchell. Concedes possession to Marek Medel. Handball goes up against Andy Hunter. Play on, in fact, says the referee Andy Millen. As the ball is knocked in field towards Broadhurst. Now Gould. Mitchell waits for the support from Andy Hunter. Up against Sam McKenzie. And it comes from Hunter towards the back post. Knocked down. Looking for Gould. He gets there. Up goes Michael Hart. Mark Gray loses out to Neil McLean. Neil McLean driving his side forward once more. Here's Dean Donaldson trying to get his shot away. And Campbell has come forward to take the throw-in over on the far side, looking for some options. A bit of afters here that the referee will have to sort out. It's a red card! Dished out in the direction of David Booth. Well, an off-the-ball incident that the referee and the far side linesman had a good look at, and David Booth, the man who brought Huntley back into the cup tie with an equaliser, has been sent off. A straight red card for the Huntley man. An off-the-ball incident that we were unable to see. Just as well, the referee was well placed to dish out the red card to the Huntley man. Well, Huntley have got a mountain to climb now. Down to 10 men. We're underway in the second half of extra time. 15 minutes to go before the dreaded penalty kicks. Huntley down to 10 men. Finally poised at 1-1. Here's a chance on the far side now. Might start thinking about penalties. The P word. It's McLean. Tries to bring it down on the far side. He's done well to find Gould. Gould looks up, swings in the ball. McLean's here. It might fall for Dean Donaldson. It's Dean Donaldson. That's a great goal from Dean Donaldson. And he does well to beat Richard Bowman at the near post. Good ball in, and Dean Donaldson strikes to take Inverurie Locos into a 2-1 lead. Well, just after the restart, and Huntley down to 10 men. Inverurie strike first in extra time. And you'd reckon they're well placed to join Cove Rangers in the Aberdeenshire Shield final. It's been a late night, late drama as well. A sending off in extra time, but Dean Donaldson, you feel, just may have given Inverurie their ticket to the Aberdeenshire Shield final against Cove Rangers. Still plenty to play for. You can't write Huntley off just yet. They did ever so well to get back into the game at 1-1 as Bavidge sends in the cross. It might fall for Gould. Well, Greg Carroll certainly has plenty to mull over on his first game in charge of Huntley. With Inverurie really the better of the two sides in the first 50 minutes, and within 60 seconds of the restart taking advantage. Here's Neil Gould trying to get in behind Michael Hart. The big veteran defender doing ever so well. And on the near side is Pavel Novacki for Huntley. Crowded out by Donaldson. Donaldson doing well to win the ball back now. Donaldson will have a go himself, trying to slide in Neil Gould. The offside flag up sharpish. Head on by Thomas Johnston. Marek Medell up to make the challenge. Andy Mill not too happy with the challenge. I think Marek Medell will be the first player to receive a yellow card. Andy Milne, to be fair, he's kept his cards in the pocket. Now Donaldson. Well, certainly enjoying his football after scoring that second Inverurie goal. Inverurie might be in again with Hunter. Helps the ball on. Bavidge trying to get in behind Michael Hart. He's done so. Has to think again though, as Huntley get bodies behind the ball. It's Mitchell bursting into the box. Stopped in his tracks though, and eventually helped away to safety. Pavel Novacki might be on here. Cut out by Maitland. Maitland. Down the near side is Gould. He's got Dean Donaldson for company. It's Neil Gould. Fancies his luck. Wins a corner. Hunter. McLean looking for Bavidge. On the far side is Mitchell. Lovely ball in, a wicked ball in from Mitchell. McLean keeps the move alive though. In go the challenges, and Huntley come with the ball with Campbell. Novacki looks up. Tries to send the ball in towards Thomas Johnston, but it's claimed easy by Andy Reid. Martin Bavidge stopped in his tracks on the far side by Dorrit. But still, Inverurie come away with the ball though and progress, and there could be trouble once more here. Yellow card dished out to Craig Dorrit. Hunter looks up, tries to get the ball into the box, missed Gould. And Huntley clear. Klokowski. Marek Medell. Great tackle from Broadhurst just to see the ball back to his goalkeeper. In fact, has gone behind for a corner. A real chance for Huntley now. And it comes from Novacki. Up goes Mackenzie. It's cleared away to safety. Down the near side. Grant Cameron. Grant Campbell gets away with the ball. And it comes. Campbell does well, launches the ball in, no takers in blue, might fall for Pavel Novacki. He tries to get his shot away, blocked, still in there. Marek Medell is the target at the back post. Sam McKenzie drilled towards goal. Andy Reid spilled it, and thankfully for him, Ross Anderson was there to turn the ball behind for a corner. Pavel Novacki now with the corner, and it comes from Novacki. Medell is there for Huntley, appeals for a penalty. Those in blue certainly think it was a penalty. Still Mark Gray plays on. Michael Hart leading the protests. Oh, the referee, Andy Milne, has waved 2 penalties away in this game now, 1 for either side. and Huntley will feel that was their chance to get a spot kick and perhaps go level. Mark Madale has been flashed a red card. Another straight red for a Huntley player. Forward by Reid. Huntley down to 9 men now. Here's Klichlowski. Beaten to the ball by Anderson. Up the line it comes from Anderson. Out comes Richard Bowman. Almost beaten to it by Gould. Knocked away as far as Sam McKenzie. Well, in senior football, Cali Thistle managed a semi-final win with 9 men. Can Huntley do it? But here come Locos with McLean. No, they can't. There's the full-time whistle from the referee, Andy Mill, in a dramatic, packed evening in Inverurie. It's the Locos who progress to the Aberdeenshire Shield final against Cove Rangers after an extra time win over Huntley, who were reduced to 9 men after 2 straight red cards.
That's a great result for us, but it was against a very good Huntley team. We knew that Greg would have them up for this game, and a semi-final with a big reward at place, and we're delighted to come away with a final place. But it was tough, we had to slog it out, but it's a result that matters, and we're very happy.
Found yourselves down 1-0, but good performance coming back in to level, and you almost made it 2-1, cracking one off the post from little man Pavel.
Well, I think we had 3. I think the goal was scored, the offsides, the disallowed goal, which was offsides definitely, and then the one off post as you said. But it was a lot of pleasing stuff there tonight, definitely. The way we were compact, the back line, I didn't think were tested a lot. Bar the 2 goals we lost, but no, I'm happy, and there's a lot to work with, and I'm just happy with the players' commitment and attitude tonight against a good Inverurie Locos side.
You don't get your own way in foot matches all the time. I said that to the guys at half time, and they had to slog that out, and we were actually glad to get to extra time because we had the feeling that our fitness would kind of kick in then, and I think that proved right in extra time. But the sending off was a godsend. You know, David Booth was a bit of a thorn on our side all game. I thought he played very well, and he's probably let himself down on his teammates, but that kind of gave us another impetus to move on a bit, and allowed us to push the park up a bit.
Yeah, it's silly. I mean, we're right, but we're in it at 1-1, and Booth goes and does that. It's just ridiculous. He's been told tonight, as is Marek, on lack of discipline. I'm not having it. As far as I'm concerned, he's held a shot tonight, and that will change. The players will learn very quickly about discipline and how we want to move the club forward. And I've said to a few of them in the other night, if they either change their attitude, they want to be there. I'm not messing about with them. They've had 2 warnings already for me, and the third and final tonight. So we'll see how it goes for there.
Yeah, I thought David was a threat for us in the first half, but Huntley had a lot of possession in the first half as well. It concerned us, but we defended well. It didn't really bother Andy Reid an awful lot, but not 1-0 half time we were happy because, as I said, it was a kind of dogged performance from us.
And Dean Donaldson's taking his goal well, good ball in from the right. Greg Mitchell's had a good game as well.
Yeah, Dino, you know what you get with Dino running through a brick wall for you. His goals tell you all. And today he worked hard, things never came off from him, but at the end he's got the winner for us, and it's good. And Greg as well, you know what you get with Greg, young lad who gives 100% and with quality as well. So
after losing on Saturday, you wanted to get the first goal in a semi-final, and a good goal for yourself. No reporter taking it away from you this time.
I know, yeah. After last week, the Tanway. Aye. No, I was glad to get a goal. I feel like I need to score more this season, so I'm trying to do my bit for the team. But it was important to get an early lead against them. It doesn't help with the conditions of the pitch and everything. You know, it's been bad weather, so we had to we knew we'd have to battle, especially with Greg Carroll coming in. It was important that we fought right from the start and made sure we got a good lead. So it's good to get a goal.
Yeah, that's it. And Saturday coming up now, Cove Rangers away, and then Cove Rangers in a cup final. So a busy week. Yeah, it's a busy week, and obviously we'll see what they're like as we see how they're playing on Saturday, and it'll be good to understand who we're going to be up against, the players, and get a feel for it so we can go into the cup final and hopefully win.
The next couple of days will be rest time for the players because it's a hard shift they've had there, and they're all feeling that, as I said, and they've got to go and recover properly, ready for a tough one, as you say, on Saturday.
Highland League football, what else would you have?
Oh, exactly. Everybody enjoys it.
Well
good.
done.
Thank you.